game number 1 here. This Division 1A match. It is Scuti, it is Alice. For Thursday Thunder, best of luck. We're gonna count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris! And away we go. You think at this level that players would need no introduction, but then you see there might be someone who might be watching for the first time, so let's go ahead and introduce you or reintroduce you to our 2 players who are starting out. On the left-hand side, with a NTSC PB of 40,264,000 points, which is the #1 score of all time. A roller out of the United States of America. He is a 5-time Classic Tetris League champion, winning all of his titles back from season 25 to 29, has made the grand finals in each of the last 7 seasons. We're hoping to get back up to the tippy top of CTL here this season and reclaim his throne. It is Blue Scuti. And his opponent from Canada, a hybrid player with a PP of 4.82 million points. Has been in Division 1 of CTL since season 28 and has made the playoffs in every season she's competed in so far in Division 1. In season 28, 29, and 30. Went out in the first round in 2 of those to Blue Scuti, so is hoping to enact some revenge here today. It is Alice! And these 2 do have some history both in and outside of CTL. 7 matches total, 6 wins for Scuti, 1 win for Knight. That 1 win for Alice coming in CTM Masters in August. That went to a game 5. August 2025, that was round 4. Knight winning 3-2, but yeah, 6 of those 7 matches were wins for Scuti, including 3 sweeps. 3 of those matches were in CTL, 2 in the playoffs, as aforementioned, 1 in regular competition. It's the first time these 2 have faced off in a divisional match since season 28. And that was also in Division 1A. 257 here for Scuti, 302 for Alice. Scuti has been ranked #1 in the Classic Tetris Premier Poll in the last 3 months running. Alice was ranked in 8th, but has been in the top 10 in each of the last 6 months. $329 for Scuti, $338 for Alice. Scuti also holds 2 of the top 10 all-time high scores in CTL in the 39 Super Kill Screen era. Only 2 other players have either the same or more entries in the top 10, those being Neko and Dog. Scuti also has the highest all-time winning percentage in Div 1 and CTL in all of CTL history, with a win percentage of over 77% in all games. Also highest fair median score, 1.34 million. Top 3 in fair 29 transition, and top 3 in fair 19, 29, and 38 percentage as well. Lake Winnipeg, thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. 476 for Scuti, 463 for Alice. They're about to hit level 19 transition here now. And Alice goes in first, 490. So last match, the Division of Deciders didn't quite live up to its name, as we only went to game 4. Let's see if that could be any different now. But again, Scuti comes into this match with not having dropped a single game so far this season in 3 matches. 3-0 and 9-0 are his match and game records, respectively. Alice, meanwhile, all of her matches so far have gone to game 5. So let's see what happens here. Scuti on 562, Alice 561. Just one single, pretty much all that separates these two at the moment. Scuti will get a dirty Tetris. Bitten Boy saying, I've never seen a Simul Tetris graphic before. Yep, so that is courtesy of our friends over at Nestris Champs. They make the software that we use for the classic Tetris League. It's also the same software that's used for CTWC. So shout out to Yobi and the Nestris Champs team for giving us all those cool animations. There's a couple other ones that we do as well, but some of them we have turned off. It's not to distract our players. There is also one where you can, I mean, I could put it on if I wanted to, where it will show the hypothetical best move as well, kind of like chess in a way. But from player feedback, some players don't like to have that on the screen, so we have decided to leave it off for the time being. But I mean, if the players agree to it, we could have it on, of course. Scuti 748, Alice 775. But yeah, we can do a lot here with this software in terms of playing around with it. Level 26 now, 876 to 872. It has been so close between these two players all game long so far. Nice C-spin there for Scuti. Skimming with the T-piece here as well. As L-Tuck gets a Tetris, 947 for Scuti, 977 for Alice as well. Yeah, exactly. You can also play solo on Nestris Champs too, and it documents your stats all in real time as well. And yeah, it is a really cool piece of software. So if you haven't already, go to nestrischamps.io and test it out for yourself. Well, players into level 29 now, A30 to A31. Tetris for Alice now going to A69. Scuti gets a square tuck there, gets a bar down, tucks in a J for the time being. Will create a hole, but maintains board structure. Alice getting an L piece left there. Reorienting the board and now looking to build back up. Tetris, Scuti, A96. Alice, B27, but misdrops an S piece, doesn't get it into 2-3. What she wanted to do there. Scuti, Tetris, B39 will take the lead now. And Scuti looking to take full advantage. Gets another Tetris, consolidates the lead at B79. Alice not looking to give in that easy, though, responds with a Tetris of her own to go to B82. Scuti skims, gets another Tetris, C23. Tetris Alice also into C23. 20-point difference in level 33. Tetris Scuti, C67. Tetris Alice, C66. Look at that point differential, 780 points. Can you believe it? super close, super competitive. Nice 5-tap there for Alice, but fighting to keep this well low. Doesn't get the 5-tap over, and Alice gonna be done at C75. It was a battle of who was gonna blink first, and it was Alice. C96 for Scuti to take game 1. But Alice definitely making the 5-time champ work for it here. Scuti, only one of a handful of players to have rebirthed classic Tetris, which means making it all the way to level 255 and then rolling over the level count to go back to level 0. Also a game crasher, holder of the world record for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Some early deviation in terms of both players' openings, but it looks like they will both reach the same conclusion with the Tetris. Nice 5 and below there for Alice. Alice also ranks in the top 10 for all-time fair median score as well. Also in the top 10 for fair 29 and 38 percentage in terms of games that make it there. Didn't compete in season 31, of course, but season 30, the last season before this, that Alice competed in. She was in the top 3 for fair median, and in the top 5 for fair 38 as well, and was in the top 5 as well for winning percentage in games at a 60% win rate. Scuti 185, Alice 205. Ooh, but Alice with a bit of a rough board here now. Gets the T over. Just the J nicely for the other T coming down in 5-6. Oh, but double flips the L piece. And just like that, Alice now with a further complication on this board needs to try and resolve this as quickly as she can. So far, so good. Gets the bar over. Scuti's now opened up an 80,000 point lead on 309. Alice 228. Alice does get the well back open and gets the bar for a Tetris. And definitely some relief there for Alice. But a fantastic recovery and dance second. Didn't panic. Just got right back to it because, again, when you're that high up and something like that happens, you only have less than a second to react. And if you react rashly or panic or freeze up, then that'll just be game over. And it is really a game of fine margins when the engine is as difficult to control as it is with NES Tetris. You don't have I mean, the comparison's made all the time, but you don't have the sort of leniency that you have with a modern game. Those things can really complicate boards high up. Get Merlando back in the booth. I mean, who knows? You might see him back in here very soon. 480 for Scuti, 420 for Alice. Or was that solely because he said Schmeimel Schmetris? Were you just so impressed with that pun, with that joke, that he needs to replace Adam Irish on the spot as commentator for this match? I can't argue with that. That was pretty funny. I did look at it and smile, but had to maintain my composure for the match between Blue Scuti and Alice. 509 and 477 here for Scuti and Alice. You still live at 6th in my poll. Is this because you're still banned from my chat, Shen? Because I can unban you for an extra couple spots. You know, I want to squeeze some extra points out of that, so I can unban you, okay? Because I forgot I banned you. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot I banned you. I will unban you. I promise. Thank you, Guafi, for the 10 stream streak. 603 Scuti, 550 for Alice, now into level 19. Both players nice and clean at the moment. Scuti does have a bar dependency on the left, but fills it in nicely. Alice does have the well covered. Holding out for a J piece to open back up. Gets it open with a T piece for the time being. Oh, but doesn't get the bar over, and Alice tops out at 635. Scuti will take game 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Extreme Sports 22 will happen. I'm convinced. You hope they have a few to sell in Toronto. I mean, are one of them going, or is someone who, like, typically sells them going? I mean, I'm not, I'm never, like, a person who, like, is developing a product or whatever, but, like, I do understand people's sort of, antsiness to have it be out in the open and public and all that, but I'm confident that whatever extra work they are doing to make sure that the controller is as good as it can be and answers any sort of concerns that players might have about, like, reliability and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure they're working very hard to address that. So yeah, I'm sure Padless will be out in not too long. Scuti on 189, Alice 130. You're gonna buy 2 and then scalp 1? True business person right there. That's true business right there. That is how... No. Hana, what you need to do is you need to make a bot, and as soon as the Padless shop opens, you buy all of them, and then you scalp them for like $200 a piece. Or like you make fake padlesses and you sell them for like 200. $226 Scuti, 187 for Alice. Like I wonder if we're gonna see that. I wonder if we're gonna see someone like try to scam people and like sell fake padlesses. Like exploit the desperation of top Tetris players to earn some basic money. Just like sell, like get like a bunch of images of like a padless controller and then just like put it up on eBay or something. Like 100% real padless, and then just sell like a basic NES controller with no pads. But like, you know, like put it on the eBay advertisement like, oh, this is a padless controller. It contains no pads. So that if they try to dispute it, you can go like, well, it's on the advertisement, it's on the listing. It's a padless NES controller. Like, you can't, like, that easy money. I tell you, I'm a genius. 328 Scuti, 271 for Alice. Yeah, exactly. Just straight up shells. But, like, it's technically a padless controller. We're not incorrect. It's on them if they fall for it. Right? It's like the person who, like, I think for like a bunch of the graphics cards, like that they were scalping. So like a picture of like a RTX 4090 or something, and like put it up on eBay and like listed specifically that it's a picture, but the bots fell for it, and the dude made like a couple grand. $400K for Scuti, but misdropping in a T-piece there. Alice on 374, so about a 2 Tetris lead here for Scuti. But we'll have to take a little bit to clean up this board and just resolve that gash in the board, but 2 burns will do the trick, and 2 burns is what does the trick. I might have a job in marketing. Let's say any marketing agencies, call me. That is not a joke. I do need a job. All right. I can scam your customers for you. I'm really good at it. Yeah, exactly, Chloe, exactly. You get it. Scuti going for the line spin, the delayed burn with the line spin. Outrageous. Alice goes in first at 432. Scuti with a 501. Yeah, sell the shovels. You want padless? Make your own. Tetris 4, Alice, 467. What is this, darts? I mean, that's a good idea. Tetris darts. You start at 501, and you have to score your way down and like score exactly 501,000 points or as close to it as possible. That's an idea. And you take turns and stuff like darts. Yeah, you're on fire, Lando. You're on fire today. You're the king of the comedy club. 613 Scuti, 498 for Alice. Checkerboard's kind of like darts. I guess. Nice T-tuck there for Alice. Setting up a column 8 Tetris. Gets the column 8 Tetris there. Tetris Scuti 788. Ooh, but Alice doesn't get that S piece all the way over. Up high and with some clutter in the stack and some holes as well. Alice is going to have to go up to burn down. Oh, double flips the bar! The controller, oh no! Alice topping out at 635, a heartbreaking way for that match to end. The bar double flipping. Yeah, burn the controller. Burn it to the... Just burn it from corner to corner. Oh my goodness. And with that, Scuti will take game 3, wins the match 3-0, and continues his perfect season with another sweep and another 3-0. So your winner for a second match of Thursday Thunder, Blue Scuti. He's sideways. Now he's not. There he is. Is Violet. They're both good to go. So game number 1 of this Division 1A match for CTL Season 32 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And away we go. We kick off Thursday Thunder with a bang. Or a thunderclap, I mean, if you want to be corny about it. But let's go ahead and introduce our 2 players here today, starting out on the left-hand side. A roller from the United Kingdom with a PP of 5.98 million points on the NTSC version of NES Tetris. Already in a bit of trouble here, actually. We'll pause the introduction here just so we can make sure that Sam gets out of this, which it looks like he is going to. Bit of an early scare there for Sam, but he seems to have now gotten it resolved. Anyway, back to our normal scheduled programming here. Yeah, one-time finalist of CTL, finished 2nd place in Season 21. That was the season where we saw Gerald Freeman win. Has also made it to the semifinals in Season 23 and has made it to the playoffs in each of the last 2 seasons. Hoping to make that 3 here. Has started out the season 3-0 with wins against Alice, Alkatsu, and ID Kirby. It is Sam Vaughn. And his opponent, also from the UK. We're all staying up really late for this match here. With a PB of 1.66 million points. She is also a roller, competing in her first Division 1. This is her debut in Div 1, but has been climbing the ranks steadily in the past handful of seasons, but only made her debut in CTL back in Season 27. Now, mind you, that was only a little bit over a year ago. And promoted back-to-back from Div 4 to Div 2 in her first 3 seasons. Took 2 seasons in Div 2 to go up. Got up to Division 1 on the back of a really intense playoff battle with Portal. I believe, if I recall correctly, Violet was 3-1 down in that match, but came back to win it 4-3. Currently 1-3 on the division with a win against ID Kirby, losses to Alice, Scuti, and Critical Lapis. Can she get win number 2 here today? It is Floxy. It is Violet. Hello, Tayo. Good to see you. Let me scroll through up and just say hello to everyone in the chat. What's up, Cobra? What's up, of course, I mean, SV and Violet, obviously. What's up, Sky? Tugi, hello. What's up, Brogod? I might have been missing someone there. 356 for SV, 353 for Violet. These 2 players do have a little bit of competitive history against each other, mostly contained to the friendlies verse as well as in the in-person tournament verse. This is actually the first time in terms of a match for ELO that these 2 are facing off against each other online, but they have had 2 bouts in the in-person tournaments. In CTWC Austria, they faced off in the top 8, as well as at CTUK 2025. Both times, Sam was the victor, 3-0. At CTUK, of course, Sam is the 2-time champion. Very nearly made it 3 in a row. But was unfortunately stopped in his tracks by a breakout win for Evesy in 2025. We'll be hoping to claim that crown back this year in 2026 for CTUK. Sam on 480, Violet 494. At several 600k paces at the halfway mark of 65 lines, but never managed to hold on to it. You want to learn about sports psychology, esports mental. Yeah, it's sort of the thing where you kind of have to shut off that part of your brain that like notices that you're on pace, because that can be your biggest enemy. Like if you notice that you're on a really good pace, more often than not, you're going to just top out because it's the only thing you can think of. And like everything goes out of the window in terms of like the rhythm you were in and like being super focused on where you're putting pieces, because now you're trying to balance that with, okay, I can't take burns or all that sort of stuff. So it is a really difficult skill to learn. And even players at this level sometimes can struggle with it too. Sam will go into level 19 first at 598. Doesn't get that bar all the way over, but does get another 5 tap to account for it. Violet with a 566. Tetris both players, 666 for Sam, 602 for Violet. Pretty close here. All things considered, just a 2.5 Tetris lead, and Sam is 5 lines ahead at the moment, so we are relatively even in terms of pace here so far. Last season, Sam ranked in the top 3 of all Division 1 players for fair median score with an over 1.25 million. Was only bested by the 2 finalists in Blue Scuti and Alex T. Also ranked in the top 5 for fair 38%, so the amount of games that went to level 38. And also ranked in the top 5 for both max outs and winning percentage in matches. 910 for SV, 737 for Violet. Hi, Alice. I didn't see all of your CTL match, but I hope, or CTM match, but I hope it went well, or at least well enough. Sam up a bit high here, had to plug with an L piece there. It does get it back open. Gets another bar in column 8 to open back up the well. Ooh, and Violet here in a bit of trouble, up really high, does get a bar over for a double. Nice J piece here. But now Z dependent gets a square to at least burn the double for now. Gets the well back open. Violet, especially in her earlier days, really built a reputation for being not only aggressive, but being able to get out of insane digs as well. And she's showing just why she earned that reputation. Still has that in her arsenal when needed. Sam is already into level 29 here with a B13, Violet 913, so a 200,000 point lead here for Sam. Couple of misdrops here for Sam, though, but showed really strong post play in his last match that he played in. That was against Akatsu yesterday. Oh, but Violet's gonna top out 997, just shy of the max out. Sam on B73 is gonna take game number 1 here. So opens the scoring. And Sam, of course, is going to play this out. He might as well. Currently on E24. Still definitely on course, potentially here for a rollover. Tetris, E82. Takes the triple, gets back over to the right side. The winner is the one with more cats. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Give him the bar, give him the bar. Oh, has to close off the well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, enter Ultra Instinct. Exactly. I'm glad that, like, we're all on the same page. The players, me, you guys in chat, we're all on the same page on how to get better at this game, you know? We're just all so in sync. And that's really great to hear. Ooh. Sam didn't get that T piece all the way over, so now he's left with a bar dependency here on the left-hand side, but gets the 5-tap over. And gets the dirty Tetris. Both players at one point or another were in receipt of votes for the Premier Poll. Sam has been consistently ranked in the top 10 for the past 4 months running, was ranked 9th in the last edition of the Premier Poll. Violet has not been ranked, at least in the top 25 of the official Premier Poll rankings, but did receive votes in December, which got her in 38th place of all eligible players. Sam also ranks consistently in the top 10 for game statistics. That's stats such as FMS, fair median score, as well as fair 19, 29, and 39 transition. An interesting stat that I did note yesterday as well. Sam is only in the top 20 in terms of fair median 19 transition score, but still ranks in the top 10 for fair median 29, and we've seen this in multiple games from him. While he might not have the strongest scores out of 18 into 19, he keeps up the aggression and efficiency going from 19 into 29 and is able to sort of break into leads as a result of that, even if he goes in behind on level 19. Sam currently leads 286, Violet on 245. In those same statistics, Violet is in and around the top 30 in game stats. Her best performing stat is top 25 in low range. As there is a high range and low range calculation of all scores from matches. 338 for SV, 340 for Violet. Yeah, stuff like faster speeds can definitely influence, or like not influence, but like they can warp perception of like game speed a little bit. Like if you play a lot of like 19 or 29, for example, 18 can feel slower. Just like if you were playing like level 9 or level 12 a lot, 18 and 15 can feel quite a bit faster than after that. It is a pretty funny phenomenon. Players have reached 100 lines now. 464 for Sam, 417 for Violet. Sam is 10 lines ahead. Simul Tetris for both players. Sam about to hit level 19 transition here shortly. Can take one more Tetris before then. Sam goes in at 580. Tetris is to go in at 604. I've had times where like that as well, where yeah, like my reaction time can just go way down, and like everything just feels way more difficult. There's times where like that kind of warps everything for me, to the point where like nothing like feels quite right, in a sense where like you're just really like jaded and fatigued and all that. It's not a nice feeling. I completely get you. Nice adjustment of that T for the J-Tuck, where Sam gets another Tetris. Sam now ahead by over 200,000 points here in Violet. 765 on level 22. Violet on 530. Bit of a square spire here for Sam, but is burning it back down and making it much more manageable to deal with. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely not help. Like I was always like had moments of like fatigue or sort of jadedness, but yeah, 10 times worse. 10 times worse since getting COVID and all that. I do what I can to like fight through it. Hence why like I do so many restreams and all that sort of stuff, and just like try to battle through it anyway for, you know, you guys and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it is hard sometimes, man. Sam's setting up for a really aggressive column 8 Tetris, but fighting to try and keep the well open. Does finally get the bar, gets a Tetris 875.